Madam Mayor, I can't let this opportunity pass as long as you're here testifying for committee to just talk about what I consider an important constitutional issue, which is the equal administration of justice. So just a couple of questions in terms of how the district has handled people who have rioted in the summer versus people that breached the Capitol. I condemn both equally. But have you determined, have you seen any information in terms of insurance claims of how much damage, property damage was done during the summer rioting? Do you have a figure on that? Because we know nationally those riots, close to $2 billion in insurance claims.
Well, thank you, Senator, for your interest in the district. But I have to address your question first by talking about the residents of D.C. 700,000 people, hardworking individuals who educate their children, start businesses, and work in the district. It would be incorrect to say that D.C. residents have more of an interest in the federal government than other Americans. We know that we have federal interests.
Again, that's not the question I asked you. So could you answer the question? Can you answer the question I asked you? Do you have a property damage estimate from the summer riots?
I'm glad to hear you say that you are opposed to riotous behavior, whether it happened on 16th Street or here.
Madam Mayor, could you answer the question? Do you have an estimate of the property damage during the summer riots?
I know that we had one night of rioting in the district in the summer.
Do you know how many people? Do you know how many people were arrested for the summer riots?
We've had dozens of people arrested over the last year.
How many are still being detained?
I don't know. I don't know the answer to that.
Do you know whether by using geolocation, did we go and arrest people that participated in the summer riots in their individual states, like we did with the January 6th breachers?
If you're asking about how the Federal Bureau of Investigation operates, you'll have to address those questions to them. I can speak for the Metropolitan Police Department, and we do not permit any riotous behavior, whoever is conducting it. And we have made arrests in both cases. In cases where we had riotous behavior, and that is a specific behavior here on the Congress's grounds and on city streets.
Okay, my final point is I know the House of Representatives, some members have written a letter to you inquiring about the conditions in the D.C. jail, which people are being held, basically the entire population in some form of solitary confinement. When you respond to their letter, I'd like you to send me the same response.
Well, Senator, you are aware that our criminal justice system is also unique in the American system, that we have our Metropolitan Police Department makes arrests, but all arrestees are processed through a federal system, through the courts who have federally appointed judges, pretrial system that is federal as well. We operate a D.C. jail, and if there are any concerns about conditions at the jail, I will address them.
There are, and again, I'm just asking you to respond to me when you respond to the House members who are asking about the conditions of solitary confinement.
Yes. And having control of our criminal justice system is a driving force behind why we need statehood. Certainly, we've talked about representation, but being able to enforce our own laws is important to how we operate our jurisdiction.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Senator Johnson. Just to our witnesses, let me just note that the members of the committee will have the opportunity and the right to submit questions for the record. And if they exercise that right, then we just appreciate very much your timely response. Again.